Yo, what's up? This is Splendid Radio on PharcydeTv with my co-host Jeremy Scipio
What's going on, people?
and a very special guest. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Marcus Big Man Smith. What's happening with you, man?
What up with it, man? You know what I'm saying? Most folks don't know me by that, man. They know me by, Mark.
I'm about to say, I've known you for a while. I ain't know the big man nickname. Is that your poker name? That's your spades name? What's it? Like, this
Yeah,
your
yeah. You know what? Poker is a good word for it because, every time I poker, she yell out, "Big man."
Oh, he quick.
Yeah, he quit.
He quick with it. Oh.
Yeah, no, man. I'm a real big fan of Marcus's, man. I ended up working with him, but you know, he's 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 similar to you in the vein, Jeremy, of like you guys are like intelligent comics. Like, and it's a trip because when I got to know Marcus a little bit outside of comedy, I'm like, man, this dude is smart. You know what I'm saying? Not that he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Not that he ain't smart, but he knows how to tread the line with the audience with the comedy he has. And I was like, man, I gotta interview him, man, because I know I'll just come from a different little point of view. So with the podcast, Marcus, we talk about hip hop and then we ease into comedy. We're gonna figure out who you are and let people who don't know you know who you are. But did you ever think hip hop would be as large as it is?
I mean, coming up, I'm young. I'm 35, so hip hop always been large to me. That's been one of the top genres. You know what I mean? Like it go for me. It go hip. Well, not no more. But it used to be hip hop then R&B. But now, see, I rather listen to R&B now. I don't know what these niggas doing no more.
Man, especially where you be dressing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this is least dressed. This is the most dressed down I've seen you in a while, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, I ain't feel like putting on. I got a suit to go to sleep and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't feel like putting it on right now, man. I just got back. I just got back from Detroit, man, and I had a ball, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let me
Okay.
relax a little bit, man. I had to decompress a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you be having the Donnell Jones where I want to be fit, man, with the big hat.
Yeah,
The
man.
clean R&B.
Yeah,
Uh,
I killed them this weekend with the two, boy. They them whole, Detroit. That's a soup city right there.
okay, oh,
They
yeah.
to the
Top.
brim.
Yeah.
Oh
Motown.
man,
Yeah.
listen, boy, I pulled a bitch so bad down there, boy. Oh my God, boy, I can't wait to get back down there. You hear me? Ooh.
What was the first hip hop song you remember?
First hip hop song I remember. It's actually my favorite song. Like the this Tupac to Live and Die in L.A.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's actually a full circle song, man. When I was a kid, I used to I always dream about moving to LA. You know what I'm saying? Like just off of that song, just listening to that right there, I used to be like, man, LA is a hell of a place, man. I gotta get that. And so in my mind, every time I heard it, I visualize it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man. So I just created this
Mm-hmm.
whole. I created a city in my head. You know what I'm saying? Before I even looked at it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then start seeing it on TV and shit. I was like, man, one day I'm gonna live there.
Well, man,
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. Congratulations, because I've seen a lot of people come into town and get turned out, man, and be on that midnight train back to Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, boy, they got to be a cold game to get turned down there and still have to go back, boy. God, leave.
Ice cold.
Man.
Yeah, I done see him. It's like it's like the people that I've seen come to LA first. You run into them at a little get together, a little function. Then you see them at a little bar, a little something like that. Then they wearing the same gear about 2, 3 times in a row. Then they like, yo, man, what you got going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Talking to a brother a little too long. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
next thing you know, man, people ain't real in LA, man. They fake, man. I gotta get away from here, man. I gotta go back to where people real at, man. It's just too much for me out here.
Oh, they blame it on everybody else.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a fact.
I
Yeah,
get that
man.
a lot, man. I get people who say that a lot, man. And I just like, I don't know. I just haven't had that experience, man. I tend to surround myself because I can read people well. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of real people out here, man. You just gotta find them. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I attract solid people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I'm able to wean them out. So
No,
my experience been amazing since I've been here. You know.
yeah, no, I can say that for real, man. It was like dealing with you on the merch situation and all that, and then meeting your mom. I was like, man, she ain't our mom.
Yeah,
but
hey,
but your,
that might help me too. You know what I'm saying? They have his mama around. Hey, they might be like, man, he
hey,
got to be a good dude, man. He got his mama with him, man.
hey,
They
hey,
might show their
man.
best part, their best side. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, good people, and your cousin too, man. Good people,
Yeah,
real good people, man. No, yeah, very a very solid family unit, man, with everybody like everybody very down to earth and caring, man. That kind of impressed me. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
usually you see people that come from another city or something like that, and they come to LA and they try to fit in, and they kind of lose a little bit of who they are in
Hmm.
in the city. But you guys is southern hospitality from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. I just certain shit just be ingrained in you, man, and you can't venture away from that. Like even if you wanted to, man. And I was raised on integrity, being a stand up dude, man, and a man of my word. Uh, and it just I just couldn't see myself being outside of that. You know what I mean? I can't change that. I just being a genuine person gonna always get you further. You know what I'm saying? Like I've
Yeah,
witnessed that coming up, like seeing people that were, you know what I'm saying, in comparison to other people. Because it's always gonna bite you in the back end if you ain't. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
yep, yep. Facts.
Like in the beginning, you be like, damn, why am I being so straight up, man? I ain't no, and then you eventually, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like that journey, that journey where, in the beginning it's hard as hell and you just got to go through everything. You got to go through you got to climb the mountains. You got to zip line. You got to do all kinds of crazy shit through the wilderness, but then the road get
Mhm.
easy. But then when you go to that easy road, man, that path, you can't even handle the path because you're used to the easy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I just like, man, you gotta choose the battles wisely, man. And it's like, man, I'd rather be who I am. I'd rather come off as who I am, so I don't have to pretend to be nobody else.
that's tight. Your
That's real.
favorite hip hop movie?
Hip hop movie. What is a hip hop movie?
What you
Drumline.
mean?
What the
Nah,
hell
nah,
is it?
that's the loose answer. You gotta give him like, I mean,
You
was
about
it
are you saying like
house party?
urban movie? Black boy or gotta be rappers?
House party, you know what I mean? That's probably like a prime example. Most people say like Wild Style, Beat Street, but I mean, you moving around me. Belly's a popular answer. You know what I mean? Something that affected hip hop culture, you know what I mean, at its core. Like that was like, House Party, that's a hip hop movie at the end of the day.
Yeah, house party is, but it's hard to think of a hip hop movie like where hip.
ATL, you
Nah,
know
the
what I'm
the
saying?
movie what was that movie with Jim Brown and Homeboy played Sparrow?
Only to see that's a little past my time right there.
I don't know that one. Jim
Jim
Yeah.
Brown.
Brown, homeboy was homeboy that one
When there was
actor that
OG Gangsters, I don't. That's on the Jim Brown
it was
movie. I can
like in
see.
yeah, it was they were in Memphis, or I think they were in Memphis or something like that. Yeah, Pam Grier had Pam Grier in it, had dang, what was homeboy's name? Fred Williamson in it too.
It might be what I'm
It's
talking
older
about.
than
Where they
me.
was gangsters. They was OG.
I'm
Let me see.
50 plus, man. It's showing, man. My
I
memory
know.
banks, man.
I mean, was that a hit movie though? Because I keep up
Nah,
with
it was a
the
B movie,
pop.
man. It was a
Was a
B
B?
movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm about to say, man. That's. I'm normally good on the culture stuff. I'm like, what? He
Yeah, it
said
was a
tough.
good B movie though.
Uh-huh.
What? Okay, if we say hip hop movie, because I mean, if we talking about favorite urban movie, I'm going with Minister Society off top. You know what I
It's
mean? That's
Society.
but that's not considered a hip hop movie, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of the spectrum. I'll give you Boys in the Hood.
No, we could take Menace because Menace was when Saphir played Cousin Harold and he got shot at the Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that hip hop in it, man. MCA.
I'm sorry, no, it wasn't the thriving force, and I'm pretty loose on it, but there's no thriving force of hip hop in the society. It's not starring a rapper. There's no soundtrack associated with it. Nobody's doing a dance or anything. Like niggas getting shot. So
what about Paid in Full?
Paid in Full. There we go. That's the way better one. You know what I'm saying? Because you got that's a Rockefeller movie one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cameron leading. You know what I'm saying? Dame Dash. You know what I mean? Like you got. Come on, man. Come on. That's a. I gotta give it that one. Okay.
Okay. Well, I will go with Juice then. If we base it in
Why you take us through all that just to say Juice, man? Juice that's a perfect example.
Okay. I had to think about it for a second, man.
Yeah. What I'll say. I remember I met you, and you correct me if I'm wrong. I remember I met you. We did Davis Lucas show in Austin.
Yeah. We knew of each other. We seen each other around prior to that. You know what I'm saying? Like in LA.
Okay.
But I guess we just really never formally introduced each other.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just remember seeing you get down. I remember you was hilarious, and watching you rise. Because I feel like initially you just look like, oh, let me see what this guy up to. You know what I'm saying? But through the times, standing outside, the roast stuff, and then the suits. You know what I'm saying? The sketches. You know what I mean? Like, and then 5150, I'm like, then we go on places hearing your name. I'm like, yo, this dude really doing this thing. But I didn't know where you were from initially.
Oh, do you know where I'm from? I'm from Arkansas.
Arkansas. Okay.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah. That's where that southern drawl come from.
Yeah.
I was born in Camden, Arkansas, but I grew up in Little Rock.
Okay.
Yeah. You banging in Little Rock. You ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's an HBO documentary.
Oh man, they had a white. I want to say they had a white dude in there that was pretty raw.
Yeah. They basically some people, a couple came from California and brought gang banging. This was in the early 90s. They brought the gang banging from California to Little Rock, and like that was like the first place outside of Cali that was banging like that. And it got so crazy when they brought it down there that white folk were like, white folk like to go explore dangerous environments. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a dangerous jungle, they want to go down there. 100 houses, shit. Like, let's go explore. You know how they do. And they fuck around and they found out niggas was shooting and killing each other down there. They was like, oh shit, go get the cameras. We gotta go see the niggas. And they went down there and niggas was in the middle of the shootout and stopped shooting niggas because they seen HBO. And they just started interviewing. They was like, these dumbass niggas went to jail right after. They were just ignorant. You know what I mean? So I grew up in an environment like that where gang banging is glorified to the extreme and they don't even know what the fuck they gang banging for.
That's something that I'm pretty sure people will probably like press you about being from Arkansas when literally that's like it's a big gang area. Do people know that? I don't even think people know that.
Some people do.
That's crazy. I'm looking at this right now.
Yeah, some people familiar with the documentary and shit, man. That's because that's damn near what is known. When people hear Little Rock, that's what it's known for. They like, oh, he's banging in Little Rock. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was
which
a little
is unfortunate.
Scripted.
Huh?
I thought it was a little scripted. I thought it. I mean, it looked like it was crazy, but it seemed like they was kind of. It could have been a little.
They were slow.
No, scripted. That wasn't scripted. That was real Arkansas.
Man, them niggas slow.
It says it's real. It says it's real.
Oh man.
It said it said since the documentary, they said the crime problems. They said the police force quadrupled.
Oh wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that
and they
makes
said the
sense.
result that yeah, that they said that DVD helped get rid of the gang problem in Little Rock. But that was the yeah yeah, that's legit. I'm looking at it right now. They say this is legit.
I was thinking that I was thinking they couldn't be that extra on it, but I guess they were. You know what
Man,
I'm
I'm telling you, man, they ignorant, bro. They ignorant, foolish. You be like, man, nah, they ain't that damn dumb. And you're like, yeah, he's just dumb.
Oh, so you tell me a little about this, and don't tell me too much because I don't want to be affiliated. What about this? Because it say there were prominent gang presence of Blood Crips in Hoover's Folk Nation. So when people are like, hey, folk, that's like
GDs,
Arkansas,
GDs, BDs.
GDs.
Yeah, you
Okay,
know they came from Chicago too.
word. That is Chicago. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right, I thought it was something new that I wasn't up on. But yeah, okay, yeah, that's
yeah.
Chicago.
That's you
Word.
know they say let the GDs through the door. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's Chicago. That's Chi-Town right there.
So, yeah, now I'm
So
caught up now.
I
Yeah.
don't know when when Chicago dropped off the game. It was like they dropped. It's like these niggas dropped off they dropped off everything they needed to be. Look, hey man, I'm gonna give y'all all the this the gang treasure right here. Everything, all the codes y'all need to know, and all the signs and shit is right here. Y'all take that and run with it. And them niggas just was like, oh, bet, nigga, and ran off and just started jumping niggas in.
Nah, I look at some people like they bang for like drugs or like territory, and in Chicago, I look like they just murderers, man. They don't. I feel like they don't like need excuses, bro.
They had, but you know, all of it initially was some structure to it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know, it was police resistance. Um,
Yeah.
it was organization. You know, what I mean, amongst the community and shit.
When I
They
think of
just
that
it just
though, like that part, I think of Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, like organized, defending all that stuff. When I think Chicago, I think all out war. Anybody can get it.
Nah, but Chicago
that's
was
because
first. Well,
yeah,
I won't
that's
say
because you're
first.
looking.
I say at the same time.
Yeah, because you're looking at modern Chicago, you know what I'm saying, in comparison to
Hmm.
where it derived from, because a lot of things that start to get watered down, and that's what happened with the gangs. Because
For sure.
if it quote me if I'm wrong, but Crips stood for Community Resistance in Progress, I believe. I think that's the term. I mean,
No,
I
you're
think that's
right.
acronym,
You
huh?
no, you're right. I'm looking at it right now, and then also, nigga stands for never ignorant, getting goals accomplished.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I think niggas just made that up along the way, but
No, that's Tupac. He made that. But go
yeah.
ahead.
But yeah, it was, shit. You know how it was then, well, it still is kind of, but you know, it was then, man. Shit, niggas had to come together, and that was the best. That was their form of unity. You know what I'm saying? To go against the cops. So, yeah, in every way they could, that niggas was trying to build and form something, and then niggas just took it and just start going against each other. Like, nigga, my gang harder than yours. Nigga, my shit. You know what I mean? And like, nigga, we red, we blue. You know, we territorial as a people. Um,
Mhm,
so shit, it happened like that.
mhm.
So,
Ain't got no real knowledge, huh?
so what made you come to LA?
Oh man, shit, man. This where it's at. They said this where the stars at, man. I felt in my heart that I'm a star to the core. You know what I mean? I said, shit, man. Look, I was out there in Dallas before I got here, and I was down there about 2 years, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm half stepping with this comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing comedy. I'll be 9 years in June. And I was like,
Wow.
at that time, I probably been like about almost 2 years or something like that. I was like, man, I'm half stepping, man. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm getting my stage presence up and shit, man, and writing jokes. I'm like, but like, the people that was around me that was starting to, they had been around for a while, and they wasn't doing nothing that I would imagine, you know, shit. I've been doing comedy 20 years, nigga. I at least better be touring across the country. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I see it. That's the way I seen it. I'm like, man, ain't no way I'm gonna be doing something 20 years and not gonna be one of the best at it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing niggas that done been 25 years, 30 years. I'm like, that's crazy. And they barely local joke. They barely like famous locally. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't even really popular like that. I'm like, man, they vision too small. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't reaching for nothing. Like they was if they get a show like out of town, like Houston or something like that, which is 3 hours away, they like, oh shit, nigga, I got a show in Houston. That's major. You know what I mean? If
Big
they was able
time.
to host, huh?
It's the big time.
Yeah, if they was able to host for the local club, you know what I'm saying? Like the Improv for a weekend for somebody that came down. Oh shit, nigga, I get the host. Like it was just like, damn, this is big as y'all. I'm like, nah, I dream too big. I don't need to be around that because it'll, you know what I mean, it'll make me start to, you know, lower my ambitions. Huh?
No, you definitely raised a good point, man. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful where you were surrounded. And I was like, shit, I can only get so big out here in Dallas. Like, you know, I start you know, building me a little fan base and shit like that. And I'm like, but shit, if I do get famous in Dallas, then I'm just gonna be famous in Dallas. But if I go to LA and get famous, shit, I'm gonna be that nigga everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's when that's when you get the bag. When you that nigga everywhere, you get the bag. But it ain't all about the bag for me. It was like the craft, you know. I love this shit, man.
You know what? I went to see I think I went to go and see Slink one night at the Comedy Store, and I saw Chad standing outside. I didn't say nothing to him, but I was like, it was funny because on the other podcast they be talking about how Chad will be on the women, like he be on them. And when I saw him out front of the club, he was just toasted, and he was just peeping it out, and I was like, damn, he's out here, you know what I'm saying, ready to mingle, trying to see what's happening. I was like, all right. And then that's crazy how it came full circle and I ended up meeting you. But yeah, Slink hooked us up, and that was a real good pass off, which Slink's a stand-up dude, man. Stand-up cat.
Oh yeah,
Only thing,
that's a solid.
only
That's my
thing
boy.
I'd ever say he's guilty of is he did come on one time and get up and walk away and make a sandwich and come back during the podcast, man. He did it in the early.
You
How
said
many
guilty.
times you did it?
You scared me.
You
How
said,
many
huh?
times you did it?
How many times has he been on?
Yeah.
About four. Four.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but no, he's a homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How long y'all been
Nah.
doing?
Several years. Several
Oh
years.
shit. Okay.
Trying to get up. It's one of those spaces where we try to Jeremy brings in the comedians, and it's funny because when I first met Jeremy, he said I met him through one of his musician homeboys. And when I met Jeremy, Jeremy was like, nah, man, I know comedians and woo 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 woo. And at the time I had a different kind of format and setup. We did it in studio and whatnot. And then the format that I had got switched up, and I started dealing with Jeremy. So Jeremy was like, oh man, come out to the Comedy Store and let's hang out. And so I came out to go and check him out. And I'd never really seen stand up before. I went one time and saw somebody who I was a fan of, man. I mean, I was a fan of this dude. And I had ended up in Colorado, and it was snow on it was snow on the tarmac. So basically we waited in the plane for like 2 hours, didn't think I was gonna make the show. I landed, and when I got picked up, went straight to go and see this comedian. Now he was filming a special. So I go in to go watch him, and his timing was a little off, and he kept saying the jokes over. Like about 4 times he said the jokes like over and over and over. And it just put a horrible taste in my mouth for live comedy. Like I could feel produced comedy, but as far as live comedy, but what I didn't understand was this particular comedian, I didn't like him as a comedian first. I liked him as an actor first. Not saying that he couldn't do comedy. And it's so funny because we had another comedian guest on, and he guessed exactly who it was.
I was about to say, you said his name on the pod, so I don't know why.
Yeah, but I just don't like to. I just don't like to go.
Oh yeah, you got. You know, I was go ahead for that question next. Who is it? Who is it?
You said it so many times. I'm surprised you're not saying it now.
Yeah, nah, it was Mike Epps. It was Mike Epps, but no, but Pete though.
That was pretty obvious one.
Nah, man, you can't do it like that.
I said it one time, but I didn't say.
Mike do that. Mike do beat a joke into the ground and repeat. He'll repeat his shit he said in the movies and shit. Like yeah, I get it, but no.
Nah, but Pete. So when I said it, we had Stevie J on the show. And he gave me a totally different perspective. Stevie J guessed who it was. I didn't even have to say it. He's like, Mike Epps. And I was like, yeah. And then Stevie J was like, he was like, man, a comedian got the hardest job. He was like, if a basketball player goes and he misses 4 shots during the game, you might talk some shit about him, but you're not going to cancel him. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, man, you know, and it didn't, it kind of gave me a different perspective, but I was off of live comedy. And then Jeremy had invited me down to the Comedy Store, and I saw Jeremy perform. And this particular,
how many jokes Jeremy repeat?
Nah, Jeremy.
Y'all gonna leave Mike alone, man. That's
you know, it was a trip because Jeremy was on fire, and I saw something that I had never seen, which refocused me to live comedy, where Jeremy had 3 comedians that went up before him. The crowd was mostly white, and they were dying to laugh. I mean, dying to laugh. And the 3 comedians that went up before Jeremy, they couldn't pull the laughs out of them. And I just remember just sitting there, just like, I've never witnessed this before. Like that thing, and that's what kind of turned me on to live comedy. I was like, this is weird. Jeremy got up and killed it. Then he walks off stage, and I'm like, oh man. And then Jeremy's like, oh man, it wasn't that good. And I'm sitting there.
Oh yeah, we are hardest critic.
But it made my mind think like, what is it where a comedian, and these were comedians. I'm not saying that they did it full time or whatever, but they were comedians though. They wasn't. They had been.
They're all full timers.
Oh man, dude.
That was a professional
dying to laugh, dude. They was dying to laugh, and these dudes could not pull the laughs out of them. And I had just never seen that. And then I regained my respect for comedy, and I was like, okay, there's definitely an art form to this. And then the more that I started going out to comedy shows, I'm like, we just see the comedians that are on the internet and all that kind of stuff. But there's some funny people out there, man. I mean, like hilarious.
Right. Yeah. And, but you know, here's my thing about that. Some folks don't put the work in, man. Some folks really, you got people that get content with their set. You know, they stop writing because those people right there are chasing laughter. So when they when they're chasing that laughter, once they get that, they get addicted to that. So they don't want, you know, they go by their little slogan, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? No. So they stick to that script until they have to change it up. And which is, you know, unless you get a special or something. Some of them, I've seen niggas who got a special and still do the same jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so they play the safe route. And it's weird to me to see somebody play a safe route in a genre that makes you constantly grow and evolve. You know what I'm saying? That you have to be creative constantly. So it's weird that you would get complacent in a career in an uncomfortable career. Because this is not you can't really build comfort in comedy like that. Because you got to constantly grow, constantly evolve, constantly create. You know what I'm saying? And so for them to try to continue to be stagnant in it, that's why a lot of people career don't grow. You know what I mean? Other than, other things like certain addictions or, whatever the case, personalities, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them refuse to, because they don't want to fail. And being afraid of failure is why a lot of people don't succeed in a lot of things. But one thing about me is I don't mind going out and trying new shit. I watched somebody I did Detroit right this past weekend, and my first date that I did on my tour last year was Detroit. So I did House Comedy Detroit last year, and then this past weekend I did Punchline. Did 5 shows. So talking to some people that came to see me, right? And I asked one, I said, "Hey, you see me last year? Did you hear any jokes from last year that you heard? You know what I'm saying? This past weekend?" And they was like, "Yeah, it was 2 of them." And I was like, "Okay, which ones?" And they told me which 2 it was. Those 2 that they told me were maybe 10 minutes of jokes, maybe. I did over an hour and like 5 minutes. So technically, I gave you 55 minutes of material you never had in a year. So I rolled over a year without even really trying. I rolled over an hour in a year. So when people tell me it's so hard to and it was ripping, it ain't like it was just mediocre and shit. Like, nigga, they was fucking with it. So when people tell me it's so hard to write an hour, I'm like, no, you're just not putting time in the writing that. If somebody sat down for 30 minutes a day, intentionally every day, to write on comedy, like I'm gonna write 30 minutes, I'm gonna do 30 minutes a day to write on my set or write new material, whatever, you would easily have an hour in fucking a year, even if you're not that great. I feel like you at least have a new hour, you know what I'm saying, of a decent set. You can go to the mirror, work on that shit, go to your open mic, see how it works. Like it's about it's about the time and effort you put into your shit too, man.
Now, I like what you said. I think you got to the root of it. I try to voice it, but I try not to be like a know-it-all when it comes to it. I let, because there's a whole spectrum of comics and the reason why people do comedy. But for me, you hit the nail on the head when you said like they chasing laughter. A lot of times when you explaining stuff to people when it comes to comedy, when you say you use certain terminology, they look at you crazy because they'll be like, "Ain't that what you're supposed to do as a comedian?"
Right.
I feel like people serve different functions in this game. You know what I mean? And a lot of them are the class clowns. Like, hey, look, I just want to make people laugh, which is great. Congratulations. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that. I'm like a factory worker. Like in my mind, how I produce jokes or whatever, like ideas or thoughts, my mind's going to do that regardless. I'm going to do whether I'm consistently performing on stage or not. That material is building because I'm living life and I'm documenting. And I just have a place where I can get it all out.
Right.
A lot of people, they'll see me and they be like, "Damn, like you wrote all that, all that's new." And I'm like, I mean, yes, but no, like it's new to you because I'm just now saying it, but I had the thought the moment that it happened and I documented it for me. So when it looked like it's fresh, because even going back to you, Smooch, with when you said I was, because I was tired that night, you know what I'm saying? That's why when you was like, I said, I wasn't really feeling it. But Matt Legino, he was with me Sunday, right? He always goes like, he said, man, every time you get off stage, you'd be like, you a killer, and you'd be like, nah, that wasn't it. And I'm like, what's wrong with this fool? What's wrong with this fool? And then Sunday, like I lifted the roof off the place, and he was like, that's what he's talking about right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what. And it was
Matt, that's
all,
my boy.
oh man. Yeah, that dude, he a fool, man. We had him on probably what, about a month ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
What?
yeah. Huh?
Oh, you talking about over here?
Yeah, yeah, on here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I try to be fair with comics that don't write or don't write as often or whatever. I just say everybody serve different functions. That's just like some people be like, oh, can I have that joke or can you write for me? I'm like me personally, you never gonna hear me say that or be even involved in that because I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying? That's my mind. Like if I get mad if somebody else thought of it, I'm like, oh, I don't even want that no more.
Right,
I
right,
mean,
right.
so yeah, but
Absolutely.
I hear what you say. I feel you. Like I said, when you said that, I'm like, all right, yeah, we relate. But I be afraid to say stuff like that because certain people, especially comedians, they take it offensive, like chasing laughs. Like that's what we supposed to do. You be like, all right, bro,
But see, this is
you
the
got it.
thing though. Like shit jokes can make you laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We could talk about like you know what I mean? Oh man, I shitted on myself the other day. Like you could talk about like some low hanging fruit shit and make it because
Mm-hmm.
I see it all the time. Like the easiest way to folk, you can go up there and act like talk about if I um if I hear people do jokes about that ain't that super straight, do imitating gay people and all that shit and you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
that's
Like,
the
and I'm
one.
like, this is so
Whew.
low hanging fruit. It is not, you're not really, it's a difference between a clown and a comedian. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
like, I feel like if you're not saying nothing profound or intriguing, like you don't have no great storytelling, like it's supposed to be clever and funny. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be like nigga that was hilarious. Like nigga when people need to be leaving like nigga when this nigga said man nigga that shit was fucking. It's like a rapper like you got rappers that are great rappers. They get the beat behind them and they go in. And then you got lyricists, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away from from people that and you got people that do it with beats that can rap on beat and be cold with it and spit
Mm-hmm.
lyrics and bars, you know what I'm saying? You got people that don't have the the beats and can't go on beat and shit, but they got crazy lyrics. To me,
Yeah.
those are the people that's not really funny, but they have some profound shit to say. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the people with the beats, the people that got everything, the beats, the bars, you know what I'm saying, the lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
those are great comics. You know what I'm saying? The people that just
Mm-hmm.
got the beats, um, and they ain't really you're like, damn man, then he keep a cold ass beat, but he can't really flow
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
Those
yeah.
low hanging fruit niggas, like
Yeah.
they depend on
Facts.
the beat. You know what I mean? And so they depend on. So some niggas depend on like straight physical comedy. Like, oh, I'm gonna do some stupid shit to make y'all laugh. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is an art form, bro. Like, if it's an art form, it needs to be a creative art. It needs to take, it took me some time to come up with this. This was clever that people were entertained by. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, I mean, I guess I'm kind of a hard critic when it comes to it because I'm a hard critic on myself. And I hate seeing minimal effort put into this shit, man. When this shit really is it's not as hard as people make it seem if if you are funny naturally and you know what comedy is and how to make people laugh and you actually put the effort in. I promise this shit can be so much easier. You know what I'm saying? It's in the
Mm-hmm.
journey. My whole journey has been fun to me. And it don't feel like
Mm-hmm.
I've been working. It don't feel like I don't be stressed out about shit. It's just, man, but I enjoy this shit because I'm watching myself evolve. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching myself grow, and I'm appreciating the fact that I'm getting better and better at what I'm doing. And you start losing enthusiasm. You start losing the love for it when you're not growing. Now, then it becomes a job, or then it becomes oh shit, I'm just shit, I'm trying to give me some. Man, how much they paying? You know, they ain't give me. You know, you become that local person. Like, oh shit, they got to at least give me $50. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my job right here. You know what I mean? Like, but my name carries value. I don't even gotta have that type of conversation. When people approach me, they already know it's gonna cost them to have me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I put that work in.
Mm. What was the switching it back a little bit? What was your middle school? What was the soundtrack to your middle school or junior high school experience?
The soundtrack,
Mm.
Pretty Ricky, Blue Stars. Grind on me, relax your mind and take your time on me. Wow, that motherfucker freaking, baby. I was in high school hitting them, you hear me? Tearing their ass up, boy. Playing with them. Shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that.
Pretty Ricky.
Oh, I had a few
Spectacular.
of them though. I had a few of them that was. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. What up, blood? Oh, what up, cuz?
Oh,
Oh, what up? You know that was. What up, gangsta?
gangsta.
Yeah, you know,
Hey.
50 was rocking into that mini men. But then, we want to take it to the style, put some style for your mouth. We had that Boosie. That Boosie and
Yeah.
Webbie, that was bumping all up through that thing, man. And Gucci Mane, G's, all them was riding. It's hard to pick one. Yeah.
I miss Webby as a personality, man. Webby was funny, man. He could have did podcasts. He could have did comedy. Webby was a fool.
Yeah, Webby just got
Webby.
too high.
Okay.
Webby messed up, didn't he? Didn't he mess up? Let me hear what he do.
Webby just got too damn high. He used to be too damn high. Boy, then that boy used to smoke weed with cocaine in it and shit. He used to be on them. I think he used to be on all kinds of shit.
Okay. Yeah, because Webby was funny. When you get him on one, I'll be like, this dude is hilarious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, Webby had some hits though. Savage Life 1 and 2, and 3. Boy was going crazy.
Okay.
That was one of the hardest. Savage Life 1 of the hardest albums, period, to me.
He said, period.
Period.
I'm gonna have to listen. I'm gonna have to give Webby a chance, man.
That's the one with Give Me That Pussy on that.
What you mean give Webby a chance? You never like Webby?
No, I just never heard his music. I saw the
Oh
character.
man.
I saw the
What about
character, but I never
Boosie?
understood the music part.
Oh, the
What about
Savage
Boosie?
Life. Oh man.
You didn't hear Boosie?
I heard a little bit of Boosie, but that
Man, Webby, you gotta go Webby Savage Life 1 and 2. You hear me?
all
You
right.
hear me?
Nah, I'm gonna check it out.
It was,
So
you know what? It was an era though. Now I'm remembering it was an era. It was a time. You know what I mean? It was like a certain time period to another time period. It wasn't like, I get it. I get why you can miss it. Because
no, see,
we was in it.
I saw him on MTV, and like he was in the mix of stuff like that. But as far as the radio, you got to think, man, Southern California, Los Angeles, they was not bumping no Boosie or Webby.
I just feel like,
Shit. I thought the
fuck.
same thing. When I came out here and I got to talking to niggas, I was like, nigga, yeah, that's shit. That boy wearing oh. Hey, had him rocking in Chicago. Man. That's that. I'm telling you, don't sleep on that one.
Certain years, it was certain music you couldn't avoid. I said like 04, 05, you couldn't avoid them, man. You couldn't avoid with Swisher House, when Houston had
Oh
it.
yeah.
It was just certain music you couldn't avoid. If you avoided, you was just not even like. Because I wasn't even really into them like that, but it was everywhere. And I like the
Undeniable.
girls liked it. I
Yeah.
liked the girls, so I ended up liking the music. That's what happened with me. So
Oh yeah. Because that's the thing. That's the cheat code. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh, of
See,
course.
that's what a lot of niggas don't know. A lot of niggas learn their music through certain women.
Yeah.
Because women be around niggas.
Yeah.
And they get all, look, they be around so many different niggas, they get all the different you know what I'm saying, artists and shit like that,
Yeah.
with different, you know what I'm saying, backgrounds and shit, because they be around niggas with different backgrounds, so they get different backgrounds of music. So you go around and you like, man, what the hell you bumping over here? Oh, that's that. You think this? You don't know she giving you another nigga music.
Man, facts. Hey,
Just like my boy say, he said, give another nigga sandwich. What's my boy? I can't. Damn. You know, with the glass
the glasses. Who's talking
comedian.
Ron Taylor?
Huh?
Ron Taylor?
No, not Ron. Not Ron. I think it started with an H. I think his name started with an H. Well, I can't think his name. Shit, right there. That nigga, he wasn't funny. Nigga crazy. His bitch be crazy.
But now you right about that, because that's how I knew my ex was cheating on me when she was trying to play me J. Cole for the first time. I was
You know what
like,
I'm saying?
I'm like, who sold you J. Cole?
Right.
You know this is a Jay-Z
Why
knockoff.
you giving me another nigga music, bitch? This shit
This
bumping.
is-
I'm mad because this shit bumping like a motherfucker, bitch, but you introduced it to me.
Man, but yeah, I was in the conscious rap, and yeah, man, the girls I like they like Boosie Webby, they like all that South stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was it. Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Couldn't escape it, man. Could not
Yes,
escape it.
sir. Yes, sir, man. That's I'm a southern nigga to the core, man. So I'm gonna rep that South. Hey, that's my southern rappers, man. I fuck with heavy. Project Pat. That's my guy,
Jay
right?
Pack,
Yes, sir. Project
he been
Pat.
getting love.
Hmm?
I said he been getting love.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some of these guys, they getting more love now as in a legendary status than they did when they was around, because
Yeah.
they didn't because their music was bootleg more. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
that's
right,
why
right.
people was listening to it, but they wasn't acknowledging them as like legitimate artists. You know what I'm saying? I remember when it was UGK was like that, but
Yeah. Your
now it's
point.
like legends. Like there's no question. Like Project
Mm-hmm.
Pat name come up, it's like respect.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with them. 8 Ball MJG.
Hey,
Yeah.
ball, that's another one. That's the
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Because
my storytelling.
Even Gucci
8 Ball
Gucci,
storytelling is immaculate, dog. Him and Scarface,
definitely
8 Ball and Scarface got
Scarface, yes, yeah.
best storytellers, man.
Most even Gucci, man, like he ain't even had that many albums. All his stuff was like bootleg
Mixtape.
mixtapes. Yup,
Yeah.
bootleg mixtape. Like
That nigga was
man,
mixtape king for a minute.
I can't tell how many albums I had that weren't the official. Like it was like I get it from the African. It'd be like the clear disc with the jewel. You know what I'm
CD.
saying? Like, bro,
Yeah, yeah,
Just the
yeah.
CD.
you just play
Yeah.
No tracking,
with the
no nothing.
paper. Yo, you get
Yeah,
it
yeah.
came on a piece of paper like
Oh,
this. It had Gucci Man's face and all that
Yes,
stuff and the
sir.
whole design, but it was a piece of paper.
Hey
That's what
man,
you got.
I was a CD man, so I already, you know what I'm saying? I used to do it
Yeah.
myself. Had to print
Yeah,
that
you
shit
make
on
your
my hood. That's to get you an extra couple dollars per CD. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so Marcus, senior year in high school about to be over. What did you think your path was going to be?
Man, my last year high school, I think that was when I did my first stage play. I did fences.
Oh
Like,
shit.
yeah. I
You
was
a
born.
thespian. You a
Nah,
thespian.
dude. Marcus is a smart cat. That's why it's cool. Without him even knowing much about the podcast, it's cool he's coming in like this because they will get to see a different side of him. Like that, he's very well thought out, man. And real quick before you answer that, Marcus, I've been holding back on this. Marcus got this character called the blind baby daddy. Oh my god. It's classic. I'm not gonna even go into what it is. And he, man, I've asked him to do more of them. And I'm funny like that, man. I get to know comedians and stuff. And I ask them. I
Yeah.
ask them personal stuff. Like I was like with Slink Marcus when I saw I didn't see Good Times, but I saw the little trailer for Good Times. I called Slink up and I was like, dude, you went too far, man.
Had
I'm laughing
that man
myself.
feeling bad.
I laughed at myself. And he was like, yeah, you know, different people got different opinions. And then and when he said it, I was just kind of like, then I talked to him a day later and he was like, oh man, people just like, man, they making it like I did the worst thing ever. And I was like, you know what? Let me look at the trailer again and maybe watch an episode. Then I talked to Brown, my business partner, and then Brown kind of broke it down to me. And he's like, dude, everybody is getting all stirred up behind this, but man, ain't nobody talking about South Park, ain't nobody talking about Rick and Morty, ain't nobody talking about American Dad, ain't nobody talking about the Cleveland and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that is a little further than Good Times.
But this is the thing about I think the people that the issue that people got with it is the title and where it's derived from. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if they would have came out with it and just put a different name on it, then people would have just watched it and like, this funny or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they connected and tied it to the original Good Times, I think is where people have the issue with.
They have an Avenger cast of voice actors on it, black
Yeah.
voice actors. Let me tell you something. I never was really into deaf comedy. Like it was. I didn't connect to a lot of stuff until I got older, and I'm not connected to deaf comedy now. Like comedians from that time, I've kind of found my way to them through their other stuff, but like not through that. JB Smooth.
A dog.
He kills the character, dude. He kills the character. He plays. If you want to say Cleveland is a buffoon, JB Smooth's character is a funny Cleveland. Now Cleveland is kind of funny, but JB Smooth kills that part, man. He kills it. And I had to just rewind everything. And I had to say, like, you know what, man? This is a work of art, man. It is a work of art. But like you said, people tie it to before James left the show, Strong Black Father, Militant Michael, Creative JJ, Artist, Fine Thelma. Woo, Thelma was fine.
They should have just named them. I thought Times was good or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the branding's everything. But the thing is, we live in an era where in order to get stuff greenlit, you got to throw the whole kitchen sink at it just for them to give it a chance. So
Yeah.
you got because you got the all-star animation team, you got some powerhouses behind the project, some that don't want their name even associated with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way. And then you got then the label of Good Times. That's the only way you get stuff looked at. Otherwise, if it would just been named something else, like entirely, like you said, Evans or something, they probably would have looked at like, well, why should we greenlight? Why should we put this on? So,
And I think, yeah, I think that's this whole generation, man. Originality is a dying art, man. What art? I guess not the appropriate term for it. But originality is not. Everybody is trying to create from nostalgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And they're using it as like a cheat code now. You know what I'm saying? And which ain't fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Like where that shows you how uncreative we are becoming because everybody is copying everybody with every single thing. And we can blame social media, but I mean, shit, that's a humanity thing. At this point, you think about it, we're just seeing more of each other. And
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I would say marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we watching, inflation's happening. People want to take less risk. It's a monopoly. All these companies that were separate companies, just coming up, they now big companies that ain't willing to take risks. They don't want to invest. And they want to put their money behind something that's gonna just make them more money.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure shot.
that's why, huh?
I said sure shots. They want a sure shot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They don't
Well,
they
but
don't
it's
want
not.
to
But it's not
gamble.
a right. But it's not a sure shot because they be tanking too. You know what I mean? Like it'd be these really
Mm-hmm.
big. You know what I'm saying? They're bad at betting. They're bad at reading a room. They're bad at reading. That's why we have a natural culture within us. You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
know what's up. But you gotta give us. You gotta give us a chance. You gotta give creatives a chance
Because
and a chance to cook too.
they're so divided from the rest of the people. You know what I'm saying? We're in the trenches with everybody. You know what I'm saying? We know what a lot of entertainers. They reach a certain point in their life. They get financially stable and become well off, and they
Mm-hmm.
start losing touch with the rest of society. And that's what it is with them. They don't even know what to invest in anymore because they don't relate to us. You know what I mean? And I think the reason why we're so creative is because we have so much to work with. That's why I don't want to be too separated. Even when I become well off, I want to still kind of be able to relate to the people. Because that's why we say a lot of comics ain't funny. Because
Facts.
they've been in, they fell off. I mean not fell
Yeah.
off, they went off.
No. No.
You know
Yeah,
what I
they're
mean?
not in tune with the culture. They like, oh, they thinking they got an original idea. They don't realize like every open micer said that week.
Yeah, right, right. And I just accidentally said if they fell off, but it works because they became well off and then they fell off. You know what I'm saying? But they
Oh
fell off
shit.
from the connecting with the people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
facts,
They
facts.
fell off. You know what I mean? And so it's like it's unfortunate. It's bittersweet because you got everything you want in life, but then you're separated from the people that you came up with. You know what I'm saying? The people that help you build to where you got to, and so they got to find balance in that, and that comes with pushing ego to the side, uh, and just staying because a lot of them still have humility, and they'll come to the clubs, randomly come out to a night at a venue and shit, and come talk to the people, or do a set and shit like that. But it's a lot of them that won't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen people that just got success, you know what I mean, and they already separating from the people, man. Like, they have this superiority complex, man, and I hate to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And my opinion don't matter because I'm still in them trenches, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I guess I don't get it to them, you know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like just it's in me to be what I was talking about earlier, a genuine person. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And to be organic. So, whether I have it or not, I feel like I still have a touch with the people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Question for you. Why? Because I thought this was good branding, but why Marcus? I don't know what's
What's
Marcus.
what's
You know
funny, man,
Marcus, right? That's it,
yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah. What's funny, man, I used to be in high school, right? I used to run around and I was the class clown. I
Mm-hmm.
sold CDs, I sold weed, I was a hustler. And we run around, I'd be clowning and shit. And that was a saying that I used to say in high school. I used to be like, you know Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Like that was I don't know, I can't remember the first time saying it, but I do remember constantly saying it, and everybody be like, you know Marcus. It was a thing. Like because I was popular. I was popular for being a class clown. And because I always had sayings that I would say, you know what I'm saying? And another saying I would be like, now girl, you nasty. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
those I used to go around telling chicks that like they'll say something, and I'm like, "Now, girl, you nasty." And so people would, I was a trendsetter, bro, because I used to say shit and people like would just keep repeating it. When they
Mhm.
see me, they'll say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I
Mhm.
kind of don't understand how people aren't be able to be creative. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
always was coming up with shit and people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm used
Mhm.
to being a trendsetter like that. And I even the you know Marcus went to people start saying everybody know Marcus. Like that, it went from that to that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
snap. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, um, you know, I did that in high school, and then for a while I was just out there hustling in the streets and doing all kind of shit. And one day I'm in, I started doing comedy, and I was like, man, like trying to come up with a comedy name. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Mhm.
am I gonna use my name? And somebody commented on one of my posts on Facebook, and they seen I started doing comedy, and they was like, "Oh shit, you know Marcus?" And I was like, "Nigga,
Mm.
that's a handle right there. That's my I said that's my tag right there.
Tribe
You know
Called
what I'm saying?
Quest.
Yeah. So it
Bread
was
and
like,
butter.
yeah, it
Yeah.
came back around to me, man, because I feel like it's the thing in itself means something because Marcus is saying, and it's already telling you that it's a familiarity with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
Marcus. Like when you say somebody, like when somebody asks about somebody, be like, come on now, Marcus. Marcus. You
Yeah.
say it that way, and even if you don't know me, when they say that to you, you do now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Marcus? Marcus who? Well, Marcus now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
way better. That's way better than mine. They'd be like, Jeremy? I don't get the same ring.
yeah.
Jeremy, like Jeremy, that is
Scipio kind
like
of hit though. You know what I'm saying?
thanks, man. And, my homie was like, you should get that tatted on you. I'm like,
Scipio kind of hit, dog. That's different, dog.
thanks, man.
Your first
Now all you gotta do, Jeremy, now just go bald, man. Let go of that big ass forehead, man. Then you gonna be.
Nah, we ain't there yet, bro. Thanks, man. But you know what I mean? Like
Hey,
long as
nigga,
my
I thought you was
barber,
bald when you first came on here. I was like, ooh. Then you lean forward a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, it's still there. But if you
nah,
look,
because you know why? You know why? Because I'm one of the last niggas hanging in there without a hat on. If I had a hat on, they think me and you were brothers. You know what I'm saying? I gotta differentiate.
hey,
It's too
hey,
many niggas
nigga,
that look like us.
my shit was about right there. I think I had a little bit more hairline than you actually. Now that I'm looking at it.
Nah, bro. Nah,
Yeah,
I remember you didn't.
I'm putting up old pictures. We're gonna do a side by side comparison, nigga.
Nah, man. Whatever my wife want, man. I can't let this go yet. When they go into these corners, though, you know what
Oh,
I mean.
nigga,
You
them
you see
calling.
you see a transformation. You know what I'm saying?
He said you'll see the transformation.
You see me go from corners to suits. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right there with you. You gonna be like, as soon as you see me pull up with a three-piece, you be like, all right, one of those corners. I'm like, yeah, nigga,
and yes,
your first time on stage.
first time on stage, Atlanta, Uptown Comedy Club. Uh, man, so I don't know if y'all familiar to Justin McDonald. He used to
right.
go by Lil J. He had he's like a handicapped comedian. He had crutch like the crutches. You know what I'm saying? But he's like,
Uh-huh.
they got CP, cerebral palsy.
Okay.
And I went with him a few places out of town. I used to drive for him to go to like he went to South Carolina with Ricky Smile. He opened up for Ricky Smile. Then went to Dallas. He opened up for D-Ray. Um, and this was this was before. I think I went to those places before I started doing. Yeah. So anyway, he used to travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? Doing comedy. He had been doing comedy for some years, and you know. I'm with him and I'm talking to him and shit. I'm like, man, you be out here getting it, man. You be out on the road, woo, woo. He's like, yeah, you need to be getting out here, man. You talking about you want to do stand up? I said, yeah, man. You know, I want to do it and shit like that. I'm like, but you know, shit, that's just, you know, it ain't as easy. He said, man, I'm handicapped. I ain't making no excuses. He said, I got to get folks to help me with merch. And he had merch all the time. And he had boxes of merch. He would drive to every location. You know what I'm saying? To go. Sometimes he didn't even know if he was gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? But he know he know the headliner. So, you know what I'm saying? He know he at least be able to get in the club and shit like that. But you know, he featured on some of them and shit. But man, the man just he was grinding like he didn't have no handicap. He was like, man, I don't make no excuses. I get out here and you know I make shit happen, man. Ain't nothing holding you back. Why you ain't doing it? I was like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna step out here and do this shit, man. He was like, all right. I said, we went to Uptown Comedy Club, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna say, oh, this shit dope, nigga. Like, damn, I want to do this shit, man. I'm gonna go do this shit, man. He said, when you gonna do it? I said, shit, let me go and start working on some shit. He said, all right. We left. He like, hey, I signed you up for Thursday. I said, Thursday what? What you talking about? He said, I put you on open mic. I said, hey, hold on, man. Why you do that? You know what I'm saying? I was gonna keep pushing it back, you know what I'm saying? And man, so you know, when the pressure on me, man, I'm gonna handle it. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit, but I'm just gonna put some shit together. I ended up going up there, nervous as fuck. They asked me they're like, who is Marcus? I said, oh, that's me, bro. He like, oh, okay, how many times you been up here? I said, oh, I ain't never been up here. He said, oh, shit, how long you been doing comedy? I said, oh, this is my first time. He said, everybody looked at me. He said, oh, it's your first time? And you coming to Uptown? Nigga, you know they will boo you off the stage up here? And I was like, oh, shit. Man, I went to go drinking so much liquor, dog. Boy, I'm talking about when I say I got drunk. Man, I went up on that. He introduced me like, yeah, man. You know, he from Atlanta. And then you know, Marcus Smith got up on that motherfucker. I was like, first of all, I don't know who that is, because he said he said one of my good friends, and I was I was like, first of all, I don't know who that nigga is. I just met that nigga tonight. I don't know why
Oh,
that
you
nigga
went
lied.
for
Yeah.
it.
I said, I don't know why that nigga lied on me. That ain't my home. What did I say? Second of all, I ain't from no goddamn Atlanta. I'm from Arkansas. And third of all, that nigga said my name wrong. My name, I said, now I'm gonna tell y'all my name. I want y'all to repeat it for me. It's Marcus. And then they repeated Marcus. And then I went to go in there and I got to talking about being broke coming up, you know, I do. When you talk about, in the beginning and shit, you ain't gonna talk about nothing profound and shit. So I talk about broken had taking cold showers and demonstrating taking cold showers and shit. I had to tell them I had to pick a bill a month that we didn't have to pay. I mean that we wasn't paying, and we chose what bill is that? The hot water bill, the gas bill. And I was like, man, yeah, the gas bill. And then I did a demonstration of taking the shower, jumping in and shit out that motherfucker. It was more like a lot of physical comedy and shit. But I did a couple of little jokes and shit, man. And shit, I think I did like 5 minutes. They were laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So dude got back on the stage, gave him my phone. He was like, man, it's your first time for real? And yeah, man. He was like, man, he said, keep doing that shit, man. You're gonna be dope, dog. And so I kind of got a high from that,
You got footage of that?
Man, it was in a fucking laptop. And somebody stole my fucking laptop. I'm so mad about that, dog. That was gonna be like, man, that's gonna be I just feel like there's gonna be have so much value to it, man. But this bitch got my laptop stolen. I was so fucking mad because that was the only thing it was. But my
It's
homeboys
probably
came and
stop.
recorded me. I'm gonna ask my homeboys if he got it anywhere because they came and recorded me and shit.
It's probably still floating somewhere.
Yeah, they put it on they the ones who put it on the laptop for me. So maybe he got it somewhere. I'm gonna ask him.
What made you? I don't know if I knew you. I knew when I started seeing you wear suits, but I don't know if that was like a part of your thing, like at some point before, even before comedy. What made you start being more of a fashion person?
I mean, I always kind of like, dressed, I was always dressed up. At one point I had a polo. I was a polo nigga. I just wore everything polo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that lasted a few years. And
You
then,
said I ain't fresh, dude. You see
yeah,
that?
yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that was me. That was me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all had that phase.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and I used to go get the mannequin. I go, hey, give me that mannequin right there. You know what I'm saying? But then I go put some shit together, man, and craft some shit. Cause I used to be straight urban, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then this one chick when I was young, there was this chick from South Carolina I liked. She was a little light skinned. She's like, I want to see you wear some polo. I said, some
Mm-hmm.
polo. She's like, yeah, you always dress, I want to see you dress casual. So she went in. She said, if I pick something, you'll buy it. I said, yeah, I guess. So give me one of them polos with the big horse on it. It
Mm-hmm.
was, I think that was first. It was a white and blue polo. Then I went and got some polo boots. You know what I'm saying? It was with some little jeans. I thought I ain't had no jeans. I think I bought some slacks, nigga. Oh, nigga, hey, the way she gassed me up, boy, she gassed me up so heavy. I was like, oh, yo, look good like that. Oh shit, I'm gonna give you some more of this polo. You know what I'm saying? And from there then on, nigga, I was wearing the shit out of polo, nigga. I used to spend stupid money on polo. And so, I was on my stylish shit. And eventually I just like, fuck it, ain't gotta be polo, nigga. I know how to be clean without wearing polo. I started putting it together. And then shit, it evolved to suits about when that shit happened. Probably like 2019, maybe.
Okay, yeah, it's been a minute, huh? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So nah, that's dope. So moving along, man, I'm gonna get into some of this contemporary stuff going on right now. And I'm an old head, man. I ain't got no problems with it. I embrace it. But I've been dragged into paying attention to some of the contemporary artists. So what comes to mind when you hear J. Cole, Drake, Kanye, Metro Boomin, Future, Kendrick?
Uh, shit. Um, I vote my Southern rappers, man. You know what I'm saying? But um, I Drake done had some hits. I ain't taking that from him. He cool. You know what I mean? I feel like he overhyped. I feel like people be like, when you build a certain fan base, they gonna defend you no matter what. It don't matter. Like Kendrick just dropped a diss, and I was like, nigga. I ain't heard the whole thing, but from the clip I
Yeah.
heard, I was like, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And it's people that are still saying Drake won, or Drake can't be fucked with. And woo. I'm like, nigga, you just destroyed him. There's no way that y'all believe that this didn't eat. That man went off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even a Kendrick fan like that. I'm not. I never really got. I never really understood the Kendrick popularity. Like I don't know. I was never on the Kendrick wave like that. Maybe I just don't relate to him like that. But I mean, he had a few songs that I'd be like, okay, that's cool. But I never just delved into Kendrick like that.
Mm.
But that little track right there? Shit. Quit playing. That boy just went off today. You hear me? He went off. That man was. I'm talking about hitting with the ball. See, this why. See, I'm one of those like another one. Chris Brown and Quavo.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is very unpopular opinion, but that last one Quavo just dropped was harder than Chris. I don't care what they talking about. I don't care who fans, because see, the fans gonna always favor their favorite.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be honest. They gonna go, oh, Chris did. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, he said Chris was sounding like he was crying over bitches. That's the only thing he was. That's all I heard in the song. He cried because you didn't fuck with his bitch. Oh, nigga, I fuck your bitch too. Like, nigga, that don't fucking matter. Y'all rich. Y'all gonna fuck bitches. That's bullshit to be bothered about. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you the best diss song
You better say it right.
in the last 35 years.
You better say it right.
There was this rapper. He came from Philly. He moved to LA. He fell in love with this rapper from New York.
Foxy Brown.
They said that DMX was hitting it and took this rapper from Philly's engagement ring off of the girl and was wearing it while he was serving the girl. Said rapper drops a diss track. The diss track is called Calling Out Names. It was corrupt. That is the most ridiculous diss track. He dissed everybody, man.
Now I ain't gonna discredit corrupt because I ain't heard the song. But for you to say that man, this song's the greatest, and you got to hit him up out there and no Vaseline, he better be saying some shit on there when I put this son bitch on. I'll tell you that.
I heard it. I'm sorry. I get that. That's some inside LA shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I understand when you be attached to your culture. I get it. At the end of the day, like, what's inside jokes? Like, how much? You know what I mean? If me and you start throwing inside jokes right now, Marcus, like, you know, the crowd gonna be like, "What? All right," but you be like, "Ooh," like, but respect the corrupt man. He one of the original writers, your OGs. You know what I'm saying? And his opinion matters a lot. But yeah, I mean, you know, everything I say about diss tracks gonna be biased, but I just say, Hit 'Em Up was never responded to. So we gotta let that lie, even though it did its job.
What?
Biggie never responded to Hit 'Em Up. Never.
So you telling me Biggie never dissed Pac in the song?
He said he made a joke on himself where he said, if Faith had kids, she had two Pacs. Get it? Two Pacs. That's it. That's all. But that was after Pac already died. So that was it. Now, if you want to go, who shot you? That's rumor and speculation.
I don't want to hear that bullshit.
There's no direct shots.
Listen,
there's no direct. Come on.
It doesn't. We talking about a diss. Listen. Just because somebody's too afraid to come back.
Nah, man, that wasn't. I can't give him credit.
Listen, because who else was he talking about on Who Shot You?
It was a coincidence, man. Everybody know that.
Oh man, it just wasn't. The thing is, it wasn't directed like Pop.
Well, that's
why Pop get more credit from me anyway. Y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
But hit him up. Look, I love Pop. Hit him up. I'll tell you another problem with Hit 'Em Up since we're doing this. When you say I'm gonna let my little homies ride on you, and you get out the way, get out the way. We could just skip all past that, man. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in that case, Hit 'Em Up's total runtime.
You said we can skip past that?
Yeah, we can skip Edie. I mean,
my fofo won't let your kids grow.
At the end, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to say we can skip past it and we can go back to that. But now we're not even rapping. He was just going hard.
You know what I'm saying? But that
Hey,
was
let me. I will say this though. I will say this. When I first moved to LA, right? I remember I went to Proof at
where you
had a
from, originally,
memorial,
Jeremy?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, Proof had a memorial, right? And they had all these. They thought Eminem was gonna come. He ain't show up. But all these like random rappers showed up. And then Chino XL came and said something. I was like, "Oh shit, Chino XL." They was like, "You like him?" I was like, "Nah, but hit him up." Tupac was like, "Chino XL, fuck you too." I
Yeah.
was like, that was hard. And then when he
Yeah.
said about Mob Deep, he said, well, "Don't want you little niggas got sickle cell or something?"
Yeah. So yeah,
Man,
that's what
that was hard.
that's a
That
diss.
was hard.
When you cause you can't you just the rap is dope that you fire him up in the rap. But when you hit him with the words to go with it, you know what I'm saying? When you got outro with that bitch and intro with that bitch, you talking your shit, nigga. That's what makes the diss. That's what really make a diss to me, man. When you start off that bitch, you talking your shit. Don't even go straight into the rap. You go in there, you
Yeah.
talking your shit. And then at the end of it, you talk your shit. Cause it's a battle. We battling. We talk. That's what the whole thing is, man. That's how I'm going in. If a nigga ever battle with me, he better be ready. Cause I'm going in. I'm gonna
E-
talk shit.
Ether the best diss track of all time, y'all. I ain't gonna
Absolutely
go
not.
back and forth with y'all. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
It's the only one that made a nigga apologize. The ones y'all talking about, niggas did not apologize. This nigga
Niggas died.
niggas died.
Niggas died.
Niggas apologized because they didn't want to die. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, my mama said,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
that nigga went so hard, nigga killed him. Now which one worse? Like, oh no, nigga.
Look, man, hey,
I gotta kill this
there's too much paperwork behind that conversation. I decided to stop. I plead the fifth. I used to make jokes
nigga.
about it,
He
but
said, "Fuck
it's
that!
paper.
Fuck daddy! Get the nigga! The nigga going too hard, fuck daddy!"
Hey, that's why that's why there was no response. You're right. That's the reason
Yeah.
why.
They had a hit man. Nigga went too hard. And no Vaseline.
The Vaseline, that's up there too. It's better than hit
Man.
him up.
No.
Both y'all need to
No.
listen to calling out names tonight before you
That
go.
beat on that hit, man. Thank money. Hey, boy, that nigga. He was,
It did.
they
That was
neck and
hard.
neck. I give they neck and neck. They no Vaseline and hit above neck and neck.
I give you that.
Then I give Ether after. Ether after.
I say Ether first, but I'll let y'all slide. I'll let y'all slide. Ether, the reason why Ether, and I ain't gonna go too deep into this. I always say because Jay-Z fans get upset, but I always say if you a true Jay-Z fan and your favorite album is The Blueprint, then Ether got to be the last track on there because Ether breaks down every track. Every track on The Blueprint, Nas reference and break it down. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally takes it right back to him. Like I'm like, you should love Ether.
Yeah.
Quote for quote. When he's like girls. He's like, man, like we say we say
I gotta
you
go
should
back
not
to
because
I
you
gotta
told
go
you
back and listen to it.
he said when a girl used to call you ugly. Now you think you think you're getting girls now because of your looks? Negro, please. Come on, man. It's just like
I gotta go back and I'm gonna go
he
back.
made Jay-Z look in the mirror, man. And then Jay-Z responded back to Ether three times. Three
Jeremy's a
times,
super
bro.
Nas fan, though. You really have to
But I'm
insert
not
that
doing
into
that
this
today. I'm not doing that
conversation.
today. I'm not doing that today.
Oh,
This is a
yes,
diss
you
track
are.
conversation.
Yes, you
I was
are.
I
gonna say, nah,
promise
just
I'm
don't
not.
do it. That nah,
I
definitely don't
promise.
do it to me.
I promise I'm not doing that today. I promise. We just
All right.
doing diss track conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, I ain't gonna do that today. That's it. We good. Yeah.
Cancel culture. Have people taken it too far?
People don't want my opinion on cancel culture. To me, I don't Who's been canceled? Who's been canceled for real? I feel like
the baby.
I feel
They
it
canceled the baby. They yanked him.
have
They
have it though?
Yeah, he been
feel like
canceled.
I feel like because he's still when you counsel somebody, you voided somebody. I don't think you
he
counseled till you
was
died.
hotter than
He,
Cayenne
he,
Pepper on
bro, he can't
every
even put out music.
festival. Yeah,
Huh?
he was on every festival. He was on.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, so when you say counsel, that means
You
They
hurt their
stop
money.
your earning power,
bringing your relevance down.
and they
Money,
stop your
money,
earning power.
money. We all can turn on YouTube and say what we want. You know what I'm saying? And people gonna rally behind us. But if they take your money, you cancel. That's it. That's my definition, at least.
Yeah,
Because
Okay.
Louis C.K., he was on top of the world. They canceled him.
But that's what I'm
He had
saying.
to hide.
But the thing is, when you have a core fan base, right, and you build your core fan base, can you really be canceled?
Where you gonna talk to him at?
I'm saying, but like I mean,
Where you gonna talk to him?
it's motherfuckers that got core fan bases that they got podcasts and shit.
Yeah, look, I'm trying to tell you, they take their money. My point, like
Andrew
literally, yeah.
Tate.
But no,
Andrew
he's still
Tate.
talking. He's still talking to his people. I
Oh,
don't
they
Yeah,
know
I'm
how.
wilded
saying,
him
yeah.
out though.
Yeah,
Huh?
fresh and fit, bro. They took their bread, man. They got canceled.
What you mean they took their bread? What happened?
They so it's a YouTube partnership program. That's how people make money. You know what I'm saying? Where they ads and all that stuff. And they was one
Right.
of the
I'm on there.
yeah they was one of the biggest. And then pretty much they I think they threw some sheets on and was doing like KKK stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Joking around with some other black people, whatever the heck. And they already got notifications before they was like in the red zone. But once they hit that, they just took their revenue. So they just talking to air, man. They can't make money. You gotta get a 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, the baby. I think he has another shot. It's just not right now. He still need to cool off for that.
They took
Uh,
all the steam out the cell.
it's I don't know, man, because first of all, the people that fuck with you gonna remember you.
Right.
You can't take away somebody's memory. You know what I mean? They if you do if they stopping him from performing it, different venues, because I mean I feel like if a motherfucker a hustler, man, they can shake back. Regardless, is the council is a setback for sure. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the ability to come back and regain, then is that a cancellation?
Orlando Brown. He will not be on any movie sets, voiceover sets.
Okay. Well,
I don't think
you
he got
can't.
canceled. He didn't get
Oh,
canceled.
he got canceled. He
What
can
he
be on
do?
podcasts, but he ain't making
Well,
no money
he's
now.
not mentally stable, so I don't really
Yeah,
count.
I think that him act. He was already not working. Him acting out is getting him attention. That's not the same as being canceled. I would
Okay.
say Columbus Short got canceled. That's a more better example.
Well, that's
He
what I'm saying. But I feel like people depending on the system are allowing themselves to be counseled. You know what I'm saying? Because if I depend on the system if that system built me, you know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't build myself from ground up, and then everything was pretty much not given to you, but you know, everything you earned, was basically you never had nobody to really fuck with you beforehand. Because I got like now I'm starting now. I ain't got no major fan base, but the people that fuck like for instance, Country Wayne, right? Could Country Wayne be canceled? How could they cancel Country Wayne?
He has a Live Nation deal. He's doing Netflix right now. What are you talking about? If Netflix stopped fucking with him, he ain't
But
making money.
but he only did that because he wanted to. Country Wayne didn't even care to do that beforehand. He said, this is Country Wayne said in the interview. He said, "Bruh, I don't gotta do none of that shit. I can literally do my videos and make a living. That's the only reason why he's doing that.
Where's his videos?
His videos everywhere. It's
Facebook.
a
No,
Facebook,
no, stop. Come on, guys. We got real answers. I only do tangible answers, bro. Where is his videos?
his
Facebook.
Facebook, YouTube,
Right,
Patreon.
right. So is Facebook not an entity that has been known for censorship?
But canceling is Hollywood, right?
No, canceling can be any entity that controls your media. Facebook can cancel you. Facebook started the censorship shit in the first place. Niggas was getting knocked off of
Put in
canceled out
jail.
of Facebook.
They was getting in jail, in prison.
So if Facebook, if he does something to go against Facebook's terms and conditions, he will be canceled. He can't make money off Facebook,
Oh,
which is his bread
so
and butter.
Facebook, that's what that was. Facebook canceled me when I.
Shoot, they almost canceled the court almost canceled Facebook.
TikTok about to cancel me here. They finna get canceled too, though.
Yeah, because that's a lot of people make it an emotional thing. I don't do the emotional part. I say once they mess with your money, if they mess with your money, that's when it's cancellation. Because everything else is just tears, man. Everybody don't like something.
Okay, so stopping your money is cancellation. Okay, and you YouTube, Facebook, all that.
All that. If it go through one of them, if it make enough noise and they go like, oh wait, we going with, because that's how Chappelle got over, because he making money for Netflix.
I can get on board with that. As far as the canceling, I feel like it's a little late for that. If they was gonna do cancel, you done let white folk done got away with so much different shit, so much shit over the past couple 100 years, and nobody ever canceled their monkey ass.
Wow, that's a good answer.
And now y'all want to start canceling us? These motherfuckers, do you know the things they got away with, and now y'all able to tell us that y'all gonna cancel us? We should be able to do whatever the fuck we want to outside of crime. We should be able to say whatever the fuck we want to. We should have, how is it cancellation and freedom of speech exist to coexist together? Well, in regards to saying something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, actions can cancel you too.
Don't back down. This is a great answer. Don't back down. Stay on your square, sir. This is a great answer.
You know what I'm saying? But like outside of crime, how does cancellation and free speech? How does that coexist together?
That's a good one. With
that,
like, I'll go ahead. Sorry.
That bothers me a lot. I don't feel like, because a lot of times it's, especially in comedy, now we're supposed to be like the biggest at freedom of speech. Like, we supposed to be able to say whatever the fuck we want to. You know what I mean? Because it's satire for the most part. These are jokes. And the fact that they're taking our jokes literal is ridiculous in itself, because, we are, that's literally what our career is. Our career is jokes. Jokes. How if I'm talking about something and I'm making fun of it, and I'm getting paid to do it, and it's entertaining people, and this is what they want to hear, why am I being canceled because I'm talking about a specific people? Why? Because it's like, I don't want to go in depth into the different types of people, but why are they protected and everybody else can be off? Like, who do you say can, oh, these people are protected, but everybody else you can talk about?
Right.
Because they are not us.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be biased with the cancellation if you're gonna cancel. How you biased with cancellation? So if you're gonna let comedians talk about folks, you gotta let us talk about everybody. You gotta let us go in on everybody. You can't say, no, you can't talk about midget, but you can talk about fat people, or you can talk about how dark somebody is, because that's better than saying than the fat, because fat can be shifted. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you separate that? You know, and it is just it's fucked up, and shit is unfair. You know, and they just making their own rules as they go. And I don't feel like I feel like, you know, if a motherfucker is doing some shit that is like an actual crime, then okay, I get the understanding of the cancellation. Like, you committing a crime, you doing some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Take the money from them, or whatever you know. But because of somebody said something, we got street consequences. We beat their ass if it's you know what I'm saying, it's shit we don't like here. You know what I mean? Like, but shit, let them go.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're in a place where the law don't, and trust me, I don't like defending the law, but it don't have no place in the society if Twitter and you know, a power that be, if the noise is loud enough to make, you know, said institution go, you know what, we don't want to deal with you no more. I mean, where's the trial? Where's the evidence? Where's the, you know, it's like, dang, we ain't got no, you know, especially when it comes to comics, because yeah, we supposed to be, no matter what we say, no matter how we say it, no matter how true it is or stupid it is, it's supposed to be a joke.
Right.
So yeah, I agree with you 1,000%.
Right. they consider, they're starting to consider certain things hate speech that ain't, you know, and they're starting to make the world black and white, and yeah, they taking the color out the world, man, with the extra shit, and it's not fun no more. Certain shit ain't fun no more, because you got to tiptoe with certain things you want to say, and some certain things you want to say are, you know, they're brilliant, you know, they're profound, they're things that people need to hear, but you can't say it because you have to be restricted. You know what I mean? But it's truth though. I feel like they're canceling a lot of truth, and that's part of the reason why they brought the cancel culture, because they don't want certain things to be known.
Your biopic, what would it be called?
Unimarkers.
Who will play you?
Huh?
Who will play you?
Who will play me?
Yeah.
My nephew.
So who?
My nephew.
No,
I mean,
you had to pick.
because I mean, if you're talking about an actor, like, I would have to choose an actor that's younger than me, about 20 years or something.
Maybe possibly. I'd say somebody who popping right now, maybe.
Oh, somebody that's popping to play me. Oh, damn! Who could play me? Who could play the old marker? That's a. I never thought about that. You had to be a player, man. You know what I'm saying? You had to be a player and funny. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what Derek Luke up to. Let's see what Antoine Fisher up to. I think he free.
Hell no.
Tell that nigga to shave real quick and get up in here.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'd be a
Get y'all
player.
both some work.
You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be like, oh shit, who fucking play me? God damn. Shit, my man. Fuck around. Fuck around, be my boy Damson Idris or something, man. You know, he had
Damn. Okay, he hot right now.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I feel like he'll get the country down, you know what I'm saying? Because that boy came down here and did that California boy, he was immaculate with that California accent.
Oh man, that WC man.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Old Dub C, yeah.
That vocal coach.
I feel like he'll get that country shit down pat. You know what I mean? My battery going out on this motherfucker though.
Oh no. That was the last one, man. That was the last one.
Yeah.
So where are you gonna be at? What you got going on?
Oh shit. I'll be in Little Rock May 31st and June 1st. I got some my markers and friends I'm doing down there. I'll be in Birmingham June 14th to 15th at the Stardome. June 30th, I'll be at Fort Worth at Hyenas. I got a couple shows in town. I'll be at the Comedy Chateau with Precious now, May 24th. I got a show this weekend, actually, in the Bay at some spot called Moose Lodge. And I got some more shit coming up in Chicago and Memphis. Yeah. But I got a few things coming up, and then I'm working on some other shit too. So
all good.
I'm out here.
What's up with you, Jeremy? What you got going on?
Shoot, May 2nd. May 2nd, I'm at the Comedy Store. That's the Netflix is a joke thing, and then also May 11th, which is another Netflix is a joke show. I'm doing Dynasty Typewriter. I know they're supposed to be recording something for that one, and then May 24th through 24th, 25th, I'll be in Boston.
All good.
Yes.
Where you at in Boston?
Next Comedy Stop.
Okay.
Yep.
Nah, with that being said, man, it's been another episode of Splendid Radio on Pharcyde TV. Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Chop